We talk about 80-20 all the time. We talk about the top 20% all the time. But what's missing? Here's what's missing. The 80% still has to happen. See, the 80-20 rule doesn't say just do the 20% and then forget about everything else, leave at the end of the day, turn off the lights, and don't worry about it. No, not at all. The 80% still needs to happen. But we need to focus on the top 20%. So number one, let's make sure we define what our top 20% is. What are the things that really drive the business forward? What gives the business energy, right? Drives it to the next level, moves the dial on the sales side of the organization, client retention, all of those pieces. But also, what's your 20%? What's your 20% within the business? You've got to have that clearly defined, and you do need to disproportionately focus on it. It needs to be the majority of your focus, and it needs to be the first thing you do. Understand, I didn't say it's all of your focus, and I didn't say it's the only thing you do. We still do need to do the 80%. Now, with some 80%, maybe that's a delegation. Maybe it's an automation, or maybe it's elimination. Right? I'm going to retain some of those pieces, but a lot of it I should be able to delegate. That could be to other members of the organization. Maybe it's to an outside firm, right? Maybe we don't have to do that. I worked at a company years ago, way before I got into professional business, and we were building our own crates to ship the materials that we built in. And eventually we realized, there are better crate companies, and all they do is build crates. We'll get a better product, and we'll actually end up saving money. So we took the crate building and had that be done by somebody else. We delegated it out so that we could better focus on our top 20%. Here's the thing. If I'm going to ship something, it still needs a crate. It's like an automobile. Think of it this way. If we talked about, for the next 3 or 4 minutes, about what are the most important components in an automobile, I'm sure one of you would say the transmission. Another would say the wheels, the axles, the steering wheel. I don't know if anybody's going to say the side view mirrors. Somebody's definitely going to say the engine, the cooling system for the engine. But in 3 to 5 minutes, we might not ever say gasoline. And the reality is, no matter how beautiful that vehicle is, if it's a gas engine, it needs gasoline. The 80% in our business has to get done. We got to know who needs to do it. So are we retaining it? Are we delegating it? Are we automating it, which is going to be our opportunity more and more? Or are we eliminating it, right? Just making sure that actually that piece doesn't have to happen. We want to think about those pieces as we're building our business and as we're growing our business. Now, what we want to make sure of, too, with the 80% is that we don't over-focus on the 20% so that those other pieces don't get done, the 80%. I'll give you another quick story. Right when I was starting out teaching, I was going around the country teaching. It was just me, and I had no problem getting an engagement booked. I also had no problem doing the teaching. I really didn't even have a problem getting great reviews. I had a problem getting the bill out. So here I am doing all this teaching, and I can't get out of my own way to just send the invoice. So I wasn't getting paid. Again, classic 80% thing, but if that goes on long enough, guess what? The business will fail. So does the 20% matter? Yes. Is it the thing that I must do first? Yes. Because it's going to usually take the most amount of energy and the most amount of focus, but it's not my only thing. We have to make sure that the 80% gets done. And if it's not you doing it, you have to make sure that the organization is getting it done. What are the 80% pieces right now that are going on in your organization that, because we don't really have it systematized, the organization's actually shaky? We aren't running efficiently because we haven't really put the right people in place or the right systems in place to nail the 80%. Do you realize sometimes that might be the very reason some of your customers are not having a great experience? You got them through the door because you focused on the top 20%, but then you didn't service them well. And so we're not going to get the repeat business, and we're not even going to retain them as clients. Yes, the 20%. Don't forget the 80, because that's ultimately what's going to keep the business coming back.